find him. Where is he? And in the last days, we learned that the official law enforcement search is actually scaling back. This as TikTokers and YouTubers are flooding the area, conducting their own searches.
Let me ask you, what do you think about a polygraph? Would you take one?
All day long.
Okay. You think your wife would?
I know she has, so I don't really care.
I'm just asking if she would, if you think she would.
She did.
I don't know if she did or not. I'm asking you.
Well, I'm telling you, she did.
Okay, let me ask you this right here. I thought you took one.
Negative. Okay. And that's where everybody's...
No, but okay. I thought you, and I'll show you. If I need to see, I'll send it to you where you said you did.
No, somebody asked me this a question.
Yes, and I've got that.
Hold on. The question got asked. Have y'all taken a polygraph? Yes.
Okay, hold on. I'm going to find this for you and read it to you.
I didn't specify who took the polygraph.
Hold on. I'm going to get it for you. Hold on. Hold on. I'm going to pull that.
Don't take it wrong. We should have done this in person.
Well, listen. I mean, do you mean to? I'll start a live stream right now.
No. I said in person.
Oh, I mean, I don't want to scare you. I mean, I knew I would scare you.
You ain't gonna scare me. That's why I'm saying we should have done this in person.
And why not? And why not take what? Listen. Why not take one and rule yourself out? That's not the question I have.
So hold on.
Because you did state.
Wait a minute.
I'm going to pull this up. I'm going to pull this screenshot I've got up because I do have it.
And your question, you just asked me why I wouldn't take a polygraph.
Because you stated you did. So why don't you just
negative?
Do it?
Negative.
Just do it.
Question.
Do it. Okay, I'm going to pull it where you did.
No, the question came out. Did y'all take a polygraph?
Fufu was that person, and no, it was you, and it said passed, and then it stated another time.
Somebody asked, has there been a polygraph taken, and what were the results? Taken, yes. Passed, yes.
Hold on.
And then somebody replies back, well, you don't get the answers to the polygraph right away. Actually, you do.
They're not admissible anyways, but it just...
I mean, it don't matter. I mean, like I said...
Well, no, I'm not saying that no, wait, stop. I'm not saying that to be an asshole. I'm saying they're not admissible anyways. But I didn't say you were. No, but I don't know how to read you, though. I don't know how to read you.
You were wrong on that. That's
you're very condescending. You are. And you are. You're an asshole. I think you can admit that. So, you can.
I'm an asshole. Don't get me wrong. I'm an asshole to boot.
Oh, I know you're an asshole. You're a major asshole. But do you bother me? No.
I'm an asshole.
I can handle you all day long, and we could keep.
I
could go all night, and we could do this back and forth right here, and you won't win. You will never win. Trust me, you'll not.
This is why I said this would have been great to do in person.
You couldn't handle it.
Why not? You kidding me?
Trust me, I know you couldn't. You don't know me very well.
Once again, this would be fun to do in person.
You don't know me very well. You have no clue.
I don't need to know you.
Yeah, that's true. You don't.
Exactly.
Correct. Keep that in mind and remember that.
Okay.
Now let me find this.
Please excuse any of my questions. I'm simply trying to find out more about that night. Do you two sleep in the same bedroom? When you are home, do you two sleep in the same bedroom?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Calm down. Take deep breaths.
All right, so do this. While you're doing that, what's your next question?
We're going to get to this one settled first. It's going to be okay. Why?
Have the two of you taken a polygraph?
I have.
I have not.
Would you be willing to?
I've offered and volunteered on many occasions to take a polygraph, and I was told directly by law enforcement because of my whereabouts, I did not need one.
I understand. Ms. Proudfoot, did you pass your polygraph?
I did.
What questions were you asked during your polygraph?
I was asked if I knew where my son was. I was asked if I hurt him. I was asked if I had hurt someone, among a few other questions.
And Mr. Proudfoot, you have volunteered to take a poly?
Yes, ma'am.
If I were to set up a poly for you, would you take it?
Name the place and time, ma'am. I'll be there.
Sebastian's dad, his bio dad, Seth, I don't understand that, because he told me he would take a polygraph if I set it up. I set it up. I went through a lot of hoops to get it set up. One convenient to him in the area where he says he's working. Then he wouldn't take it and blames the TBI. So now I find out he's told other outlets he's taken one and passed. Do you know the truth?
I don't. I really don't know, but I'll tell you what. I volunteered to take polygraph. I was told that I wasn't. I didn't need to because they have my location and whereabouts, but I still volunteered. And if somebody wants me to take one, that's something of my own free will. I haven't been told by TBI that I can't take one.
We all remember that moment when I put Sebastian's father, Seth, on the hot seat on national TV and asked him, would he be willing to take a polygraph? He said yes. He did take a polygraph. Straight back out to Seth Rogers. Joining us is Sebastian's father. And now joining us is a renowned polygrapher, Kendall Schule, former head of the entire FBI polygraph program in D.C., former special agent with the FBI in D.C. He is at Kendall Investigations. Also joining us, Tony Mathis, who is helping Seth Rogers as he walks this very, very rocky path. First of all, let me just get this out of the way. This is a yes/no, Kendall Schule. Did Seth Rogers pass his polygraph?
Yes, he did.
Okay, Seth Rogers, tell me about going and taking the polygraph. We want to hear every single word, because I've got a stack of nasty online posts about you failing, about you not going, blah, blah, blah. A lot of trolls chiming in. Let's get to the truth of that polygraph. Seth, what happened?
I showed up early for the polygraph. Mr. Kendall contacted me and told me that he'd be there well before the time that we had stated. So I showed up and I sat in the chair and let him attach those things to me and took the polygraph.
Have you ever had a polygraph before?
No, ma'am.
And what kind of questions did the polygrapher Kendall Schule ask you?
If I had ever wanted to harm anybody, if I ever wanted to hurt my son, if I had ever hurt my son, if I'd ever had anything to do with his disappearance.
Question. You said they hooked you up. What do you mean by that, Seth Rogers?
They put things on my hands. They wrapped cords around me. They had a blood pressure cuff on me to measure my blood pressure, measure my heart rate, my breathing rate, things like that.
How long did it take?
It took a minute.
It took 60 seconds. Could you be precise or more precise? How long do you think it took?
We were there for 3 hours, 4 hours.
That's about right. It's not easy. Okay, sit tight, Seth. And again, thank you for being with us. Out to Kendall Schule, as I told you, former head of the entire FBI polygraph program in D.C. Kendall, thank you. When we put out the word that Seth Rogers would take a polygraph, we contacted you because of your reputation. You quickly agreed, and I thank you for that. Again, this was not free. He was paid to do the polygraph. He owes nothing to anybody, and therefore was not swayed one way or the other. He had never met Seth Rogers before in his life. Mr. Schule, I've looked very carefully at your polygraph report right here. Number one, you start off by saying it was conducted using a comparison question format that meets U.S. government standards. What is a comparison question format? What is that?
It's a format that's well accepted by the polygraph community, particularly the American Polygraph Association. There are certain formats that we can use that are more acceptable, that we know are more reliable, and this was one of those. Certainly, a test format that I would want to use to make sure we're doing everything right to get the correct results. And this is again a format of polygraph that is widely accepted as a standard in the FBI world and in the polygraph world in general.
We are trying to determine what happened when this young boy, an autistic young boy, seemingly walks out of his own home in the middle of the night, we think, barefoot. How did that happen?